turn off non-essential electric device, and then turn it on 1 second, and it keeps on light, then as soon as practical, the near airport.
Okay, so I turned it off and then back on.
Yeah.
And the lights stayed on, right?
Yeah, right.
So then you would turn off all non-essential equipment and land as soon as practical.
Yeah.
So in this case, where we are right now, I would probably turn off the GPS. And I would just turn back to
radio?
To French Valley, and I would land in French Valley.
Okay.
It's only about 5 minutes away, but obviously we're still flying just fine, right?
Yeah.
The engine is still running off of the magnetos.
Yeah.
So you don't even need battery power. So the alternator's off, the engine's running fine off of magnetos, everything's fine.
Okay.
We're discharging a little bit from the battery.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's fine.
The battery voltage, oh, this airplane doesn't have it. That's fine. So you'll notice our landing light was on. That's why we were using so much power. Watch when I turn it back on. See how the power, we're discharging more?
Yep.
Yep. So now I'll just turn the alternator back on. You can see we're charging now.
Charging, oh, okay.
Yep.
Charging is really fast.
But the airplane will fly just fine on the battery. And it'll fly a long time on the battery. I would turn off the landing light and the nav lights and stuff like that. But it'll fly for a long time off of battery power.
I asked Chin about this battery, but he said without the alternator, the only battery can fly 1 hour.
Yeah, a long time. In fact, from here, I would consider flying all the way back to Palomar.
Oh.
Just because if we fly here, then Chin has to get in the truck and drive up there to fix it.
Oh.
But if I take it all the way back to Palomar, he can fix it.
Oh.
So I would turn off the GPS. I would turn off the radio, the squawk, and I would just fly home.
Yeah.
And then when I'm about 10 miles north of Palomar, I turn the transponder back on and turn the radio back on. So here's the airport for the jump area.
Okay, I see.
See the green grass area?
Yeah.
That's where they jump. That's where they land.
Okay.
But all four of their planes are parked there, so they probably aren't flying today, or at least right now.
When situation as soon as practical, is it possible to rent that airfield?
If you have to, yeah. If you have an emergency, like if you have a clutch light that won't go out.
Yeah.
Or let's say you get a low fuel light right now. Let's say we get a low fuel light right now. I would immediately turn right there, and I would land right there.
Okay.
Because I could probably get gas there.
Oh.
.001 Tango at 4500, maneuvers over Santa Fe. Santa Fe, where are they targeted right now? Sending a northeast Cessna 2108 Zulu at 4500 feet over Bonneville Racetrack, simulating emergencies, San Diego northeast. San Diego 74 Charlie, 1 mile south, Cottonwood Golf Course, inbound towards 9.
So I dialed in RAL, which is Riverside.
Yep.
And so I set it up direct. It's 322 for 17.7 miles.
Yeah.
And you can see that the line
It's
is a little bit to the right.
yeah.
We want to keep going this way, but Riverside is actually over there.
Yeah.
So this is a good sanity check. This tells you that you're on the right track. It's a little bit right of the center, which means to go straight to Riverside, you got to turn right a little bit. We can't do that because we're low and the mountains are there.
Yeah,
so we're going around the mountains, right?
Yeah.
But I just want you to understand how the CDI works. If the line is to the right, then that means you need to turn right if you're trying to go to that location.
So make this CDI center line.
What's that?
It's mean we're 6 degrees. We're out of 6 degrees from the riverside.
We need to come right 6 degrees. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
It depends on it depends on the distance, but we're 16 miles away.
Yep.
And so the direct track is 322. But we don't want to do direct track. I'm just, want you to understand the CDI.
Okay. Okay, I can see the Coral Lake.
So at Riverside,
Yep.
we're going to be landing on the helipad.
Helipad.
And there's 2 runways like this. The helipad is like right in the middle. So they're going to give us a straight in for, I forgot what runway. So they're going to give us a straight in for runway 34.
Yep.
Sidestep to the helipad.
Okay.
So I'm going to do the comms, but just so you know, we're going to be coming from Lake Matthews in this direction, and they're going to tell us to make a straight in for 34, sidestep right to the helipad,
Okay.
which is right here.
Okay.
Okay? Now, normally the airplanes are landing on runway 27, so as we come in on the straight in, there'll be airplanes in the pattern above us.
Then we're using runway 34 and
Sidestep.
sidestep.
Yep.
Lake Matthews traffic, Cessna 76091 over the east shore, 4,100.
Traffic 46 Golf 3,500 over the Rock Quarry, headed westbound.